Welcome to today's market report.
A 3.5% jump in European banks and a rally in beaten-down technology companies pushed an index of European stocks up over 1% on Tuesday, also helped by positive US data bolstering Wall Street. The European tech sector jumped 2.2%, breaking a 7-session losing run over which it fell 11.7%. US peers also rallied as investors moved into growth names. Chipmaker Infineon climbed 4.8% after it confirmed its 2021 revenue and said it expects results to rise further next year. The Pan-European Stock 600 index ended up 1.2% with all major sectors in the black, helping it log its best session since July 21st. Bank stocks hit an over 1.5-year high, and JP Morgan said it is still overweight on European banks, citing upside to capital return and rates outlook. Spain's BBVA, Italy's Intesa Sanpaolo, and Finland's Nordea Bank were JP Morgan's top picks. Shares in Italy's UniCredit jumped 4.3% after the bank confirmed its third quarter forecast to analysts. Rate-sensitive banking stocks are enjoying a boost as investors begin to seriously price in rate rises, according to AJ Bell. But there are big questions about how the economy is really bouncing back, and cost pressures are taking their tolls on businesses and the consumer. Business growth in the Eurozone slowed in September as supply issues constrained activity, while elevated inflationary pressures dented demand. IHS market survey showed the PMIs are consistent with the Eurozone's economic recovery, losing some momentum. The surveys also show that the price pressures are spreading to services sector, even in parts of the periphery, according to Europe economist at Capital Economics. Investors are now awaiting US job data on Friday for signs on the tapering timeline of Fed asset purchases. Data on Tuesday showed US services industry activity nudged up in September. British baker and fast food chain Greggs climbed 11.1% to top the Stock 600 after it raised its full-year profit outlook despite staffing and supply chain issues. Third quarter earnings for companies listed on Stock 600 are expected to increase 45.6% from a year ago, according to Refinitiv. German leasing company Gregor tumbled 6.7% after it cuts its full-year forecast range, while audio solution provider Gn Nord stumbled 7% after a forecast cut at the company's hearing unit due to the delays in product launches. Dutch tech investor Prosus rose 2.6% after it got regulatory approval to increase its stake in German food delivery company Delivery Hero. Crude oil WTI was up 0.27% at $79.14. Brent oil was up 0.11% at $82.81 per barrel. Gold futures was down 0.64% at $1,749.60. On the FX front, GBPUSD struggles to keep the latest rebound above 136, recently easing to 136.25 during Wednesday's Asian session. The cable pair crossed the key 136.6010 resistance area, now support the previous day, but the 100-day simple at moving average challenges and upside moves. The momentum indicator also hints at the bull's tiredness. Even so, the pullback remains elusive unless breaking the 50 simple moving average level of 135.82. Not to forget the convergence of the horizontal area from August 20th and the 3-week-old descending trend line near 136.10 to 36. In a case where the cable sellers retake controls, a 1-week-long horizontal line around 135.20 will probe the downturn, targeting the yearly low marked in September around 134.15. An upside clearance of the 100 SMA close to 136.65 by the press time will aim for late September swing high near 137.50 before directing the GBPUSD bulls to the last month's peak of 139.13. Overall, GBPUSD bulls should wait for a confirmation of the latest price positive signal. Eurodollar remains on the back foot, recently sidelined around 116. The easing bullish bias of the MACD joins a bear flag formation on 4-hour chart play to keep the pair sellers hopeful. However, a clear downside break of the flag support near 115.80 becomes necessary for the sellers to tighten the grips. Following that, the yearly low of 115.62 and 115 threshold may entertain the bears ahead of the theoretical target surrounding 112.50 to 45.
This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.